Welcome to Precious Metal Classic Car Sales latest offering. This is actually a tribute car, but I can assure you that this car was built from the ground up with every detail in mind. I know that some of you may frown on the tribute car, but I'll tell you this car is just absolutely ball to drive and a lot of fun, and a lot of work went into this car all the way from the ground up. This car was built. So let's take a closer look. We'll start out with the front here and pan as we can to the back. I'll also do some zooming too, so you get a chance to see the entire car. Those of you who are fans of the Mopar line obviously know that this color is Curious Yellow. I only wish that we had a sunny day when we were doing this video, but unfortunately we don't. I can tell you that the paint on this car is probably a 9.5 if you were rating it. It's a fresh build, and I'll explain the twists along the way. You see that all the decals, which can be removed at your option, are on the car in the correct order with the correct hood. We have some really, really beautiful rims here that you can take a look at. Disc brakes in the front. Notice the quality on the lower of the car. Obviously the giveaway TA340 6-pack exhaust, followed by the same rims, of course. It's really a stunning car. A little bit of video of the back end, which I will zoom in. The Challenger emblem, very good shape. This car being a fresh build, there is no Bondo, nothing to be worried about as far as panels. Any panels that were needed were replaced to a like new finish. And what would any Challenger be worth if it weren't for the giveaway fuel cap on the side? It even makes it convenient now for those gas stations where they have the shorter hoses and we have to get behind our license plates in some of the older cars. Take an angle down here. Starting here on the passenger side, from the rear to the front. I'll zoom a little bit so you can see just the quality of this build. Notice the back will sweep over to the front, giving you a chance to see that gorgeous rear end that Challenger is known for, along with the spoiler that I find extremely attractive. For those of you who remember the snorkel on the 340 6-pack, this has it, along with the vinyl roof, as you can see, front headlights, grille. Everything on this car was meticulously put together. I find very few flaws, if anything. Limited mileage on this car. As far as the build, it was reset, which we'll see when we get in the car. Let's take a look at this how this hood opens, and we'll check out this engine, and I'll do a little explanation on that. You simply remove the pins and that hood comes up. Now we're going to move in to the engine bay. That is a crate engine from, actually from Dodge. It is 360 cubic inch, and you'll notice a couple of the niceties. Obviously power steering, and on top there you're looking at the vintage air that is installed in this car, giving it the look of the six-pack. There's the actual six-pack air cleaner, which is in the car. But take a look at the firewalls. Take a look at the detail from this frame-off restoration. Moving inside, I did want to take some time here, obviously, to show you the door jambs and the numbers. But if you look at the attention to detail on this car, you're going to see it throughout. Quality of the door jambs, really impressive. Moving inside, of course, the gauges. There's that annoying buzzer that we used to hear. It's actually can't deactivate until you remove or close the doors. Gauges in this car operate. Unfortunately, the clock does not, but I do have a brand new clock for this. The radio is already a Retrosound unit or similar that was aftermarket, but it's got some issues with scratchiness, so I do have a brand new radio that will be put in this car. Notice the ducting for the vintage air. There are no cracks. This interior is new. All seats, door panels that needed replacement were replaced during the build. You see that the back seat is also new. There are no rips or tears. New carpeting, obviously, throughout. All seals in the glass, great. The upper seat belt. Let's get a look here, if you'll notice from the back, of the interior. It's the passenger side. Carpeting throughout. New. Unfortunately, there are no floor mats with this car, and usually I do order them. But you know, everybody has their own personal taste, and I think that I'm going to leave up to the next owner of this car. Again, door jamb quality, seals, sill plates, all in great condition. Here's a close-up of the American Racing Special Edition wheels that were put on this car. I think you'll really find them impressive. Along, of course, I'm on the passenger side with the denounced muffler outlet that was right below, before the tire. And now, the part you've been waiting for. Normally I have to walk to the back of the car in order for you to hear the engine, but this one, being a TA 346 pack, things are a little bit different. We're going to go right in front of that tire. That was a cold start for those of you who are wondering. Let's go around to the other side. Great sounding car. Brings back a lot of memories. Obviously, being a new build, there are no strange noises in the engine. And she runs and drives just like she should. See if we got a little temp in her, give her a little bit of a rest. A little moisture there in the pipes, but I tell you, this car is really a blast to drive, and you'd be looking at less than half the cost to buy a true TA 340. Not to mention having vintage air and 1,500 miles on the build. The undercarriage looks as clean as the top, or very close. You can see that in our picture library. So, on behalf of Precious Metal, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to talking with you further about this car.